Assalamu alaikum. Lecture 1 in Biostatistics. Statistics is above all the subject most disliked by medical students. As medical student may not like statistics, but as good doctor they will have to understand statistics well and know how they apply these statistical procedures. It's a fact that we are living in the information age, or what's called information revolution. For example, every year about 500,000 new articles published only in the medical field yearly. Thus, we need to know how to obtain this information, how to analyze the information, how to interpret the information, and how to apply it. The information is called data. Data are available in the form of what? Of numbers or values. The person who performs statistical activities need to be prepared to interpret and communicate these results. As far as that data are numbers, and the numbers contain information, and the purpose of a statistic is to investigate and evaluate the nature in addition to the meaning of these information or numbers. What do you mean by statistic? The theory and methodology for study design and for describing, analyzing, interpreting data generated from such studies. Sometimes the term statistic has several meanings like data or number or management of number or dealing with number or the process of analyzing the data and the description of a field of study. It is derived from Latin word status, mean manner of standing or position. A comprehensive definition of statistic is that field of science concerned with collection, organization, presentation, and summarization of data, and drawing the inferences about the whole body of data when only a small part of the data is observed, examined, considered, or taken. It includes fields of business, education, psychology, agriculture, and economic, geometry. Every field use statistic. We are concerned here with a term called biostatistic, which means is that field of statistics in which the data being analyzed were derived from the biological sciences and medicine. We have two main objectives from statistics, from the definition. The first one, which we are concerned with only collection, organization, presentation, and summarization of data. This is called descriptive statistics, al-ihsa al-wasfi, in which the second one, in which the objective is to reach a decision about a large group of data by examining only a small part of data, and this is called inferential statistic, analytic statistic, الإحصاء التحليلي أو الإحصاء الاستنتاجي. Data, the raw material of statistic is called data. It is obtained either by a process of measurement or process of counting. It represents a collection of values. Single is called datum. The plural is called data. We always use the term data. From where we obtain the data, the need for statistical activities is always motivated by the need to answer a question that need an appropriate approach and the search for suitable data to serve as the raw material for that investigation. Such data are usually available in the form of one or more of the following sources in general. First, the routinely kept records such as hospital medical records. Second, from survey, in which the data needed to answer a question are not available from routinely kept record, so we are going to take them by survey. Or by experiments, such as in evaluation of the response to different strategies might enable the doctor to apply most effective measures to the patient. Or external sources in the form of published reports, commercial available data, banks, or research literature, nowadays through internet. As we said, data represent a collection of numbers or values. What do you mean by value? It is the numerical representative of the measurement of the variable. Variable is any characteristic that can take different value in different occasions, places, persons, and time. It is labeled as variable, like height, weight, age, etc. The variables are one of two types, either quantitative variable or qualitative variable. Quantitative variable, numerical, is that variable that can be measured by the units such as height, weight, age, and it has units. Second is the qualitative variable, which is called also categorical. It is that variable that cannot be measured by the usual sense or units. It can only be assessed by number or percentage, like sex, ethnic group, color of the eye, race, education, occupation, and the type of disease. Quantitative variable is also further subdivided by two types. Discrete quantitative variable, in which it is characterized by a presence of gaps or interruption in the values that it can assume. These gaps or interruption indicate the absence of value between particular values that the variable can assume, like daily admission of patient to the hospital, DMF, the number of decayed, missing, or filled teeth per child, parity, gravidity, abortion for the mother. There have no fractions of units or decimal in this type of quantitative data. The other type of quantitative variable is called continuous quantitative variable, which is mostly found in the field of medical field. It is also called continuous random variable. It does not possess the gaps or interruption characteristics. It has fractions of units or decimal, and the variable can assume any value with a specified interval, such as the height, weight. In fact, most of the biological data are of the continuous quantitative type. Many references use the measurement or measurement scale, in which there is another classification of the variable according to the measurement or measurement scale. Measurement means the assignment of number to object or event according to a set of rules. These rules include: first, nominal scale, like male, female, well, sick, under 65, over 65, child, adult, married, unmarried. Most of the nominal data were found in the form of binary or dichotomous. The response is one of two, either yes or no. While the second is called the ordinal scale, in which it is a certain order, like high, intermediate, low, not smoker, light, moderate, heavy smoker, social class 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or it is as rank ordered scale. Also, it is a qualitative type. Third and fourth is the interval scale or ratio scale, in which they are determined by ratio or interval, which represent the quantitative variable, whether discrete or continuous. Now it's the time to know what do you mean by population. Population is defined as the largest collection of entities of which we have an interest at a particular time, sharing at least one characteristic in common. The population may be finite or infinite. If a population of values consists of a fixed number of these values, the population is said to be finite, like sampling frame exists. If, on the other hand, a population consists of an endless succession of value, the population is called an infinite population, like of the outpatient department, in which we do not have an exact number of how many patients came at the beginning of the day and the name of them, and we do not have a sampling frame. There is no list that we can pick from them as it is done for the finite population. We cannot consider all the population to study them, so you are going to take a sample of them or part of them or subset of them. This is called sample. The sample may be defined as a part of population, subset of population, chosen in a representative way to be as much as possible representative for the population, whether chosen by random or non-random, in which we are going to describe them in full details in the next lecture. The method applied to collect a sample is called sampling. Uses of statistic. Statistic is used in different aspects. First, to measure the health state of the community and identify its health problem, or to compare health condition status of a community with other, or for planning of health services, evaluation of health services, estimating the future need for health services. Also, statistic is used for research, evaluating literature, applying study results to patient care, interpreting vital statistics, understanding epidemiological problem, and even interpreting information about drugs, equipment, health services in general. In addition, statistic is used in diagnostic procedure and also just to being informed or a pricing guideline, evaluating study protocols and articles, and in participating or directing research project. Thank you for listening. Good day.